I never had any symptoms, I never had any signs, nothing. Boom, just like that, my whole entire life changed.
It was just a normal day. We had a friend over, and I had gone upstairs, and I had laid down for a second. All of a sudden, I hear our friend yelling for me at the bottom of the stairs, and I look over, and I see Greg, and then next thing I knew, I was in the ambulance on the way with him after I called his mother.
That night, Brittany called me, and I just could immediately hear in her voice that something was wrong. She said something happened to Greg. He fell, and there's blood, and we called 911.
And of course, all of a sudden, panic kicks in at that point. And, we just jumped in my car and immediately went to the hospital. Of course, they were just getting there.
I got to the hospital, they rushed me into the emergency room. They said, Greg, you had a really bad seizure and we're gonna run some scans to figure out exactly what was wrong.
And the doctor came in, and it was literally like a scene from a movie. He said, you guys probably should sit down.
I mean, when a doctor says something like that, that really blew me away. Never forget that.
They did a CAT scan and they bring a picture out of what they had found, and it was the mass the size of a tennis ball behind my right eye, and that's when they told me that I was going to have at least one brain surgery after that.
To watch someone go through cancer is one of the worst things that you can see happen to a person. First, you're dealing with the initial shock of the cancer diagnosis, and then you get the second wave of shock when the bills start coming in, and then that pile just gets higher and higher.
I think the worst part about it is seeing somebody you love and you're close to in your family go through something like this, and you know that the most important thing is to get better, right? To get through the day, to get through the week, the month. But you see them worrying about the mortgage, worrying about the bills, all those other expenses. So that was definitely something that was troubling.
I was stuck at home for 7 months not being able to work. I couldn't drive because of my seizure. So I was like turtle upside down pretty much just at home and with relying on everyone else to come take care of me. Walk out to the mailbox to get the mail, which I hated doing because it was always bills. It's always bills when you go to get them. And sure enough, I open up the mailbox and there's a little thing in there with my name on it that says Joe Andruzzi Foundation. And I open it up and it's a check written out for half of the mortgage that month, and I lost it. I went nuts. I was so happy to see that because it wasn't a small amount of money. It was big, and at that time to take care of that bill that month was astronomical.
When you hear a cancer diagnosis, I think all you think about is their health and their well-being, but you do not think about financial struggles that person is going through until you're experiencing it and you're seeing the impact that it's having on you.
You always hear about the foundations that raise money for treatment, for support, to find a cure. But for the people that are fighting it right now, that go through it and they have to go home at the end of the day and look at those bills, to have a foundation that actually gives money to those people and recognizes that that's a hardship, immediately I saw this as a savior for him.
It's like they're another part of his family. And I feel like they really, really, truly care for each person at the times when
no matter where I am, I always know that there's someone that I can call to reach out to if I really needed to. There are these people that dedicate not just their work life, their whole life, to just taking care of other people, just to push money into these, people's pockets that really, really need it at a desperate time.